Hello and welcome to a new vlog. So I am currently self-isolating. It is Tuesday. I don't even know what the date is. What is the date? Tuesday the 24th of March. And I have a little bit of a fever. I've had a sore throat for a while and a little bit of a tickly cough. So I am currently fully self-isolating, so not going out to the shops, not doing anything for at least the next week. So I thought I would vlog this week. I have no idea how interesting this is going to be, but you know, we're all kind of stuck in the same situation, aren't we? Having to stay in and not really being able to do the things that we would normally do. So I thought you guys can keep me company this week. And yeah, I'll just show you what I'm up to, what I'm eating, what I'm doing. I can't show you everything that I'm doing because I am still, I know it's been going on for ages this, but I'm still working on my spare room makeover and doing lots of DIY. And I don't want to give too much of that away because then obviously it ruins the reveal. I'm just waiting for a few bits to arrive before I can finally finish it and then release the video like it's some premiere or something. Anyway, I'm okay. It's beautiful and sunny, so I'm determined to be a bit more active today. So I've had a shower, I've put a little bit of makeup on, not much, but I'm really suffering at the moment. I'm not necessarily sleeping that well, but I'm really suffering at the moment with really dark circles just here. So I might put on some little eye, you know, like eye patchy face masky things later. I think my skin would probably thank me for that. But yeah, so it's about 11 o'clock. I've had a couple of cups of tea in bed, done a couple of emails. But yeah, I feel okay, but not like hugely energetic. So I'm not going to push myself too hard today. But I think the first thing I'm going to do is, I think I might make some pancakes because I haven't actually eaten yet. I think before I do anything, I should probably eat. And I've got some bananas that are looking a little bit dodge. So I'm thinking I might mash them up and make sort of banana type pancakes and have them with maple syrup. So yeah, I'm going to go and do that now. I hope you guys are all okay wherever you're at with self-isolating or what, you know, whatever you're doing. It's a pretty scary time, to be honest, and really quite unbelievable. I obviously live on my own. I live quite far away from family, so I'm not really able to see anybody. My friends have been brilliant. One of my friends dropped around some food and milk and things last night for me, put it on the doorstep, and so that I'm not going to run out of anything. But yeah, I guess you just got to all stick together, haven't you, and keep sort of going as much as you can, because it will end eventually. But yeah, anyway, let's go and make some pancakes. So it's a little bit noisy in the kitchen because I have got the dishwasher going. I'm about to set the washing machine off going. But look, I mean, it's an absolutely beautiful day outside. I've got the window open a little bit for a bit of fresh air. Done my dishes. I've also got some shells on the go. So a couple of days ago, before I was fully isolating, I went to a beach and picked up loads of shells. So these are currently in some hot water with a little bit of bleach just to clean them. And I'm going to try and think of a cool DIY to do with them. But yeah, so they're just going to sit over there. I'm going to make pancakes. So I need to find my free-from flour because I make them gluten-free. Oh, hello. And I think I might also add some protein powder. But basically, in the fridge, I have got 2 very black bananas. So yeah, oh look, Gus wants one. So I'm gonna mash them up, I think, make them, although they feel quite firm. I think it's because they've been in the fridge. Bananas tend to go more black when they've been in the fridge. I also have got avocados that are definitely like ripe, so I'm gonna probably have avocado on toast later as well.
I mean, it is the food equivalent of a pint of drip. Yeah, it is the food equivalent of a pint of drip.
Tell you what though, delicious.
You've just reminded us. Do you know what my dad used to do when he was younger? He told about this, and I've always been jealous of it. Right?
Well.
He used to go, he always used to start the swimming baths. He'd go on the bus to the swimming baths. And this is the same bus he used to get once. Have I ever told you about the time when my dad was a kid and he went to the he went to Poland? Have I told you about this?
No, but I love
because we put them in afterwards with the edit. It's that Rosie's got on laptop.
So I've made 3. So I did put in my peanut butter protein powder. So I've been adding it into my diet to try and add some more calories into my diet and put a bit of weight on. So yeah, I'm gonna go and eat this now with a cup of tea and then crack on with some stuff, I think. So I've got my mask on, not for corona, but because I'm gonna be spraying in the garden. Spraying my spare room curtain pole and the finials. All part of my spare room makeover. So yeah.
What's the matter with you?
No, I didn't say. It was in the fish restaurant today, and I said to you, I said, Rosie, would you mind if I scratched me back at this store? And you were.
So I'm just gonna have some lunch, having a little bowl of soup and a little wrap and some crisps. Proper comfort food. That's quite a small amount of crisps for me. I'm not gonna lie, I might have another packet on top of that. I am a little bit addicted to crisps. But yeah, I've put Indiana Jones on the TV, and I'm on to Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark I'm on. And I'm gonna watch a little bit of that while I have some lunch, and then I'm gonna carry on doing some projects with that on in the background. This strange little setup here is part of a DIY for Instagram TV. Currently using tins of mackerel, a random thing of maple syrup and a stone as weights. But yeah, you'll have to watch my Instagram TV to see what that is. So because I can't really go to the proper park, sorry, I've got this big garden outside of my other garden which me and my neighbour can use. So I'm just out here throwing the ball for Gus, just to give him a bit of exercise and me not have to go too far. So it's nice though, lovely and sunny. Just thought I would show you this hamper that arrived this afternoon. So this is my favourite coffee shop, Sip and Tuck, where I normally go for coffee, up the road from where I live. Obviously, like everywhere, is having to close and they can't serve. And A, they wanted to help out people. B, they wanted to make use of everything that they bought, like food-wise, for the next few months and whatnot. So they put together these hampers of some of their food, and you could order them, pay online, and then if you lived close enough they would come and deliver, and they came and delivered it today. And it's lovely. It's got some lovely stuff in it. It's got tomatoes in it, aubergine, eggs, carrots, there's bananas, massive potatoes, some really, and look at the size of these peppers, onions down there, and some cress as well. So I need to put all that in the fridge. But yeah, now I've got my friends dropped around some things like crisps and milk and stuff last night, and now I've got this fresh stuff, and I've got meat in the freezer, so I'm pretty set, I think. So I had a little bit of a lie down this afternoon, but yeah, I had a nice day sort of just pottering, doing a bit of DIY and stuff. So I'm gonna make something to eat now for my dinner. I'm not sure what, something quite quick. I might chop up some tomatoes and make just a quick pasta sauce or something, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna cook some soup and maybe some other stuff if I've got the energy, like try and cook it all in one go, and then I could freeze bits, and then if ever I can't be bothered to cook, it's all there, and obviously then all this fresh stuff doesn't go to waste. But yeah, let's cook something for dinner. Okay, so I kind of changed my mind. I feel a little bit dodgy, and I don't want to waste really nice ingredients, like making something really half-assed. So I'm gonna go for proper comfort food. So this is gluten-free sourdough loaf, which I've sliced into 2 big slices, and I'm gonna make myself 2 little like gluten-free, dairy-free French bread pizzas. So I'm going to use one of the tomatoes that came earlier and a bit of red onion, and I'm going to mix it together in a bowl with tomato paste to make the pizza base. Then I'm going to add some of my cooked roast chicken to the top. I think I might also add a little bit of spinach to the top maybe. And then my dairy-free cheese. And that's what I'm going to have. Really quick, really easy, proper comfort food. And yeah, I'm tired. I want to go and get in bed and watch some more of my Netflix program. And I feel like that's going to be the quickest thing to make. See, I've said before that I'm a bit of a ready, steady cooker. That's the kind of chef I am. And as you can see, clearly. So yeah, I decided not to put the onion in here. I'm actually going to put the onion on the top of the pizza, but I put some of this little pasta seasoning in here just to make, oh hello, quite a lot there, just to make it a little bit more Italiano. And then yeah, I'm going to grill this bread on one side and then bring it back out and put my pizza topping on. And there we go. And then put them under the grill. They won't take long at all. Keep an eye on them, otherwise they will burn. And there we go. I find that the free from cheese doesn't melt in the same way that normal cheese does, and it does have quite a strong taste. It's not my favourite thing in the whole world, but at the moment with everything else, the last thing I want is stomachache. So this is completely, so I'm intolerant to dairy and wheat and gluten, and this is all completely free from for me, so I can enjoy it. And then I'm gonna watch the rest of Tiger Man on Netflix in bed, so I will catch you tomorrow. Good morning. I look absolutely rough as hell because I've just cleansed and exfoliated my face, and I'm about to tone my hair. Need to take some pictures for a sort of thing with GHD, so I need to do my hair. I've still got a sore throat today and a bit of a headache, but got to crack on with things. But yeah, oh my god, I look so rough. Like, let's just move the camera like all the way over. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to tone my hair, so I thought I would show you what I mixed together to put on my hair to get it that sort of rose goldy colour. So I have one of those like hair tinting mixing bowls, and so I use that. And the first thing I do is I put either some conditioner in or an intense hair treatment or something, because I do leave this colour on for at least half an hour. I only put it on the ends, but obviously if it's got conditioner in it, it's kind of like a conditioning treatment at the same time. So I put some of that in, and then I use the Bleach London colours, and I kind of like mix up a colour. But because these are quite expensive, I actually buy a cheaper one as well. I think I get these from like Savers or the Pound Shop. These aren't very pigmented on their own, but I have quite thick hair, so I need a lot to run through all of the ends, and so basically I create the majority of it with this. And then because these Bleach London colours are so pigmented, that you only need a little bit mixed in to actually create the colour. So yeah, so I'm going to squirt a load of those in, and then I'll show you how much of these Bleach London colours I put in. So yeah, so that's the base mixture of the conditioner and the two cheapy ones. And then basically I just put a blob of each of those. This one from Bleach London, this is so pigmented, like you don't need much of this tangerine colour at all. So yeah, probably 2/3 pink, 1/3 tangerine, and then I'm going to mix that all together, put it onto the ends of my hair, tie my hair up, and yeah, leave it on for half an hour while I potter around and do some emails and things. So yeah, it's all washed off. I'm going to dry it in a minute, but first of all, I'm going to make some more of those pancakes that I had yesterday. As you can see, I'm so spotty at the moment. I do think it's from being in and maybe not eating the best. I have been eating a little bit of chocolate and stuff like that, so yeah, joyful, hey? But yeah, this is the reality of my face before makeup. So yeah, let's make some more pancakes anyway. So I'm looking a bit more presentable now, aren't I? So I filmed a little video for my Instagram TV all about styling my hair with this GHD glide brush, which to be honest I'm really impressed with. I have naturally wavy hair and it's very frizzy, and although GHD straighteners can straighten it, they never, especially at the back, they can never smooth it out, and I struggle to do that proper, you know, like salon blow dry straight. Well, that brush has done this very, very well. Then I had a virtual hangout with my 3 best friends. We had coffee using the House Party app, which was really nice, although I was late to the party because I was finishing filming. And now I'm just making another coffee and having a little biscuit, and then I'm going to take Gus up onto the back field just to throw the ball for him and give him a bit of fresh air. You got biggies? You got biggies? So yeah, to continue the what I eat theme, I haven't actually had any lunch today, which is really bad. I had those pancakes earlier. Well, actually, it was about midday, the pancakes. So I'm just having a little free from chocolate tiffin slice to keep me going. It is 4 o'clock now. So I'm going to have this with a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to have a really early tea or dinner because I didn't have any lunch, and I'll probably have quite a big dinner. Okay, so it's night time now. Threw the ball a bit for Gus on the field behind the house. I then was on the House Party app having a little bit of a chin wag with a friend of mine with a gin and tonic. Yeah, which is my first drink in ages actually, and now I need to cook some dinner to soak up that gin. So I'm gonna make fajitas. Now I'm a little bit upset because normally, look, I've got paint on my jumper. Normally when I make fajitas, I like to have sour cream, which I shouldn't really have. So I am going to make them free from. I've got some free from wraps which are in the freezer, and I'm going to make them just with vegetable fajitas, maybe a little bit of cooked chicken in there. I'm going to put some nachos in the oven with some of that free from cheese on. I'm going to make my own little salsa with some of those tomatoes that came from the order yesterday. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll show you what I've made when I've made it. So I've got a little onion and pepper and chicken mix with some gluten-free fajita spices on it. Then I've made a salsa with one tomato, grated carrot, a bit of red onion, and then in there is some tomato puree, some garlic infused olive oil, salt and pepper, balsamic vinegar, lemon juice, chili flakes, and a little bit of sugar just to make it, just to take that edge off. So that's my salsa. It's always good. I make salsa quite a lot, and the vinegar and the lemon juice breaks down the tomatoes, so it's always good if you make it a bit in advance. And I tend to just chuck everything in. In fact, it's got some grated carrot in there as well, which I don't normally put in, but I thought that would be good. And then I've made some guacamole. I have to say that my avocados were not great. They were a little bit browny. And I would normally chuck a spoonful of sour cream in my guacamole, but I didn't have any, so I have put mayonnaise in. So yeah, for my guacamole, I mash it up, and then I add this olive oil and avocado oil and a little bit of the garlic olive oil, salt and pepper, a little bit of lemon juice. Sometimes I add chili flakes if I'm just making this to go on toast, but because the salsa's got chili flakes in, I've not bothered. Yeah, salt and pepper, bit of mayonnaise, mix it all up. And then yeah, I've got my gluten-free wraps, which you have to toast briefly. And in the oven, I've got some tortillas with gluten-free cheese on, which dairy-free cheese on, which, as I said last night, it doesn't really melt, so I'm just warming them up. And that's going to be my tea. So I'm going to eat that, watch Big Bang Theory, and I will catch you tomorrow. Thursday. Oh, I feel so much better today. Like, honestly guys, the difference is just amazing. I've got so much more energy. I still got a little bit of a headache and a dry throat and stuff, but yeah, nothing that bad, but obviously I've still got to stay inside for the right number of days. So this morning I actually had a little chat with Emma on House Party. We had a video chat. I don't think she actually meant to. She added me on House Party and I saw that she was in there and I was like, join, and she was like, oh, a bit shocked. I literally had no makeup on, was in bed, but yeah, it was really, really nice to catch up. And then this morning I edited a video for Instagram TV all about a new hairstyling tool, which you saw me filming yesterday. So yeah, I've been editing this morning and then editing the image for my grid, and I've got some stories I've got to do. And yeah, I'm dressed now in my DIY stuff. So my plan is I'm going to set off my soup maker now to make myself some soup for lunch with some of those vegetables that I was sent. While that's cooking, I'm going to upload the video and the stories and everything to Instagram now. And then this afternoon, I'm going to finish off some DIY. So my bedding's arrived for my spare room, so I can start putting that back together. That's almost done, and a couple of other things. And yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. I'll throw the ball again for Gus for a while with a coffee, probably this afternoon, out in the sunshine. But yeah, much happier today, much more energetic. So yeah, things are good. So yeah, let's set off the soup maker. Okay, so I filled up my soup maker. So a bit like, what was the other gadget I was showing you and I said I would show you properly? Can't remember what it was now, but I'm thinking of doing a video all about my favourite gadgets around the house, because this is another one. I love this gadget, but I'll tell you what's in here. So I've got carrots cubed up. I've got red pepper left from the fajitas last night, which I've just slightly charred. A little bit of red onion. A little bit of potato just to help thicken. A stock, it's not a cube, it's one of those more like a liquidy stock thing. And then also in there I'm going to put a little bit of garlic oil. I'm going to fill it with water to the level on the soup maker. And then I've also put in there a little bit of cumin, a little bit of ginger and a little bit of ground coriander. And I'm going to set that off going. Excuse my dishwasher. So here's the finished soup. Carrot and spicy red pepper soup. I did, once it was done, I tasted it and I added some salt and pepper and some chili flakes and I re-blended it up. But basically it comes out of the soup maker hot, ready to eat. Takes about 20 minutes. But I am going to show you the soup maker maybe in another video, like with a couple of recipes. So I'm just going to have it with some gluten-free bread. I'm going to sit and watch an episode of Big Bang. Literally, it's like my food program. And then yeah, I'm going to crack on finishing some stuff in the house. So while I've got the energy, yay! So I have put my proper comfies on now. Jogging bottoms. Nice. And in fact, actually, I'm going to untie my hair. Oh, I've had it tied up all day. Oh, I've got tape stuck to my arm. Yeah. So I was going to make a thing with potatoes and baked eggs and tomatoes. But the potatoes have taken an absolute age to roast and I'm really hungry. There is a little bit of leftover mix from the fajita last night. I'm going to have a fajita with a few tortillas. Decided to come up to bed and watch some TV in bed, but it's just been 8 o'clock and there was this thing, clap for our carers, where everybody at 8 o'clock was to clap in support of all the NHS staff, all the people looking after everybody affected by corona, and everybody was out in the street. It was lovely, but it did kind of set Gus off a bit. He's not a big fan of like loud noises like fireworks and things like that, so he did get a little bit upset by it all, but it was lovely to hear everybody out there, and we were clapping, well I was clapping out the window as well. So yeah, I shall catch you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Friday, Friday, Friday. Not that that kind of matters at the moment, to be honest. Every day is pretty much the same. Anyway, I'm up and dressed, tied up my hair. I'm in jeans. I'm one of those people who, I like jeans, especially these. These are a relaxed, skinny. They're really comfy. They're really easy to wear. I'm not going to be sat down that much today because I'm going to do some more DIY. I'm also going to do what I call a Friday tidy, which is where I tidy the house on a Friday. So normally when I work a normal week, I normally work Friday morning, then Friday afternoon I tidy my house so it's nice and tidy for the weekend. And it's really nice then to wake up on a Saturday and everywhere just be tidy. So that's my plan today, because as you can see, there is DIY stuff everywhere. Last night I did struggle a bit. I got to the end of yesterday and felt a little bit, yeah, a little bit down by the time I went to bed last night. Just that everything was so repetitive and that I didn't really know. Obviously I'm trying not to go out because I feel like I had symptoms, but I don't feel ill enough to be in. But obviously it's just what you got to do, ain't you? But I miss taking Gus out for a proper walk, rather than just on the back field. So anyway, I'm about to actually go and do that now because he's desperate to go out and properly play with the ball for a bit. So I was going to maybe make a coffee, and then yeah, go and sit in the sunshine and throw the ball for him for half an hour before I get going with everything else. I've seen Hannah on her Instagram having iced coffees, and now I'm like, do I want an iced coffee? There is something in my light. Can we see that? I think it's actually a ladybird. There is a ladybird in my light. I don't want you in there, darling. Please don't make eye. Oh! Yeah, that just like fell on my face and freaked me out. Okay, I haven't actually got much ice, so I'm going to be a little bit shy with the ice, because I don't want to run out. I make mine, surprise, surprise, with coconut milk, and I also put vanilla syrup in it. Vanilla syrup. So I go vanilla syrup over my ice. And then I make a little, oh hello, I don't have an espresso machine or anything. I wish I did. And then yeah, coconut milk, about there. And then, now this is the tricky thing, I've actually put the camera on the coffee. Just make a really strong coffee with instant coffee. So I'm gonna just pour that in. And there we go. Let's see what it's like. Oh, that's strong. Strong but sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna take that outside and let's go and throw the ball for Gus. Although I was waiting for the post, and I'm not going to hear the postman if I'm in the garden. But bless him, he is literally staring at me, and has been since 9 o'clock this morning. God, it's windy today. Really windy. It's quite warm though. Oh. Quite warm though. But it would be so nice if there was no wind. Oh, I've got a little bit of a sore eye today. It's not going very well, is it? But hey. So I've put on a slightly more DIY outfit. So one of the things I want to do today is there's a few cracks and God, that didn't even sound like a word. There's a few cracks and bits and bobs around the house. Just like in some of the walls, up in the corners. And I think when you're at home so much, you start to notice them all. And obviously, been doing a spare room makeover, and there is a few in the spare room. So, my job today is to go around with some filler. So I'm going to go around and filler them all, and then this afternoon I'm going to sand them and paint over them so everywhere looks all lovely and fresh, because my landlords gave me a tub of the same paint. It's just white everywhere, but the same white paint that's on all the walls. So that's one of my jobs today. When I was outside with Gus in the garden, my next door neighbour actually appeared, my 96-year-old neighbour. He's desperate for me to go around and have a glass of wine with him. But I've said to him that obviously I'm on like full isolation. So we had this conversation over the fence of me like 10 metres away. And he's pretty deaf, so I was having to like proper shout. So all the neighbours have now heard that I'm in full isolation because I've got a cough. Gonna put on Shag, Married, Annoyed, the podcast. Listen to the podcast, go around, filler in some cracks. Doesn't that sound like a lovely Friday? it's lunchtime, so I'm going to have some more of my carrot and red pepper soup. It was really nice, a little bit spicy, but yeah, really tasty actually. Again, probably just going to have it with some bread or toast and a bag of crisps. Like literally, that is kind of my go-to lunch, if I'm honest, is soup. Soup and a sandwich or some toast. And it's comfort food, isn't it? And then this evening, I'm going to make that baked tomato and eggs and potatoes thing that I was going to have last night. So I'm excited about that. Everywhere's clean and tidy. I love the light in my bedroom late evening because actually my bedroom's quite high up, so the sun comes in. It's lovely. Tonight I'm gonna have a video call with my friend Vix. We're gonna have a little drink. I might have a shower before that, and I don't really want to wash my hair again because it's straight, but my hair tends to get really greasy really quickly at the moment, which is really annoying. So, but it don't really matter when you're not really going anywhere, does it? But I did think, oh, maybe we should both get dressed up for our little drink on house party. But we'll see, I need to message her. But yeah, I've tidied my bedroom, hoovered, cleaned all my doors, cleaned all down the stairs, cleaned my bathroom, done loads of filling and a bit of painting. I ran out of paint, so I'm gonna have to buy another tub of that white paint. But a really good productive day, and I had turned my phone off. I put it on airplane mode and I had the telly on in the background, had Friends on, which I don't even need to be in the room to know what's happening because I know Friends that well. It's just been a really, really nice day. But yeah, I'm ready to talk to somebody now. Yeah, a little bit of video chat I think and a little drink would be really good. I'm just cooking dinner, although I've kind of made a mistake because I've got changed after I had a shower. Got changed into still like loungewear. I've got my joggers on and a little cardi and stuff, but it's all white and cream. So if I spill this tomatoey sauce, I'm gonna be a bit screwed. But yeah, so I'm just making this spicy tomato sauce. It's kind of like a bit made up, this recipe. It's based on one I saw online, but you're supposed to put feta in it and things like that, and I don't have any feta, so I am kind of cobbling it together. But my potatoes are in the oven re-warming up, and then I'm going to put them in this oven dish, put some blobs of tomato, I'm trying to thicken the tomato sauce up, blobs of spicy tomato sauce around, and then I'm going to crack, I think 3 eggs in, and then I'm going to put mine in the oven. I think you're supposed to do it in a pan and then cover the pan, but I'm just gonna put mine in the oven. So we shall see, but I'm currently snacking on peanuts. And Gus is staring at me. Aren't you? Yeah. There we go. This is what it looks like out of the oven. So I've put a little bit of my free-from cheese on the top because I don't have any. You're supposed to put lumps of feta or goat's cheese in it afterwards. It's got 3 eggs in it. I finished it off. I had tin foil on it in the oven to keep it all nice and moist, and then I finished it off with a little bit of grill. And I'm going to try it now with a very large hunk of free-from bread, because you have bread with it to dip in the egg and the tomato sauce. So yeah, let's see what this is like. I shall report back on it tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday. So it's not sunny today, which is a shame. Very windy though, but yeah, it's kind of a bit dull outside. I actually think it might rain. There are some slightly dark clouds. I'm on a slight go slow this morning. Had a little bit of a lie-in. Had a few drinks last night with my friend Vix. We had a like 2.5 hour long chat on house party, and I had a few gin and tonics. So maybe I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear today. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have a really lazy day today actually. I've been quite productive this week. There's more DIY things that I want to do tomorrow. But also I've decided I'm gonna end the vlog today because I want to edit it tonight so that it can be live on Sunday, so you guys have something to watch on Sunday. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a lazy daytime because then this evening I'll be editing this, so I'll be working. So yeah, I'm just about to make some pancakes. Surprise, surprise. So I'm gonna make those banana peanut butter ones again because they were really, really good. I really enjoyed them. So yeah, and then I think I might watch the third Indiana Jones in bed. Do that, and then maybe after lunch do a couple of jobs. But yeah, it would just be nice to maybe just do nothing. But I was saying this on my Instagram stories this morning. I always feel really guilty when I don't do anything because my job doesn't have really strict like times to it. It's not like I can say, oh well, it's Friday 5 o'clock, that's it, I'm off, and now I can just do whatever I want. It's kind of not like that. And also equally, even today, when I want to just like chill out, I'm vlogging, so it's like I do have to get up and talk to you guys on camera, otherwise the vlog would just like be nothing. But yeah, I've got a little bit of a headache from having a drink last night, so I think I need to eat something and drink a really big cup of tea. So yeah, let's make some more pancakes again. Obviously I don't need to tell you the recipe again because we've already made them. But yeah, I'm going to do that again with my protein powder and some banana. Yeah, I might actually bake today. I'm just resting my arm on my tap because actually this camera's quite heavy. Yeah, I might maybe I'll bake a cake. Then I feel like I've sort of done something. But anyway, for the moment I'm gonna eat pancakes, watch a film in bed, and then I think maybe this afternoon do a couple of yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll make a cake. That could be the end of the vlog, a bit of baking. People have asked before whether I would do a cooking thing, and I did think about something on my actually I do have a hashtag on my Instagram, bang on bakes. I'm not a great baker. I'm not very good at the very precise nature of baking and how you have to measure everything, because obviously, as you've seen from my other cooking, I do like to just slightly make it up. Oh, I said I was going to report back to you, didn't I, about the potato and tomato eggs thing. It was really good. It was really good. Yeah, oh, the sun's coming out. The only thing I would say is I wish that I'd not cooked the eggs for so long because they weren't runny. They were soft, but they weren't runny. But it was really tasty. I'm going to have the leftovers for my lunch, probably cold. I think I'll eat it cold with some salad. Yeah, it was really nice actually. I'm quite impressed with my random creation. And I think tomorrow with all of my, because I've got a lot of potatoes, I didn't realise how many potatoes I had. I have made lasagna before, but using potatoes instead of pasta. So you make the bolognese sauce with your mincing, and you make your bechamel sauce, your white, oh it's really bright, the white sauce. Obviously I make it all dairy free, but you layer it up with potatoes instead of pasta, and it is really, really good. So, but you have to cut the potatoes quite thin slices. But yeah, I might possibly make that to use up some of the potatoes. I feel like this is the most seen spot of this vlog, really, isn't it? And do you know what, actually, the kitchen's a bit of a mess, really. Give it a spray down with my method. Although I wish that I had, this one's the clementine, I wish I had the rhubarb one. It's much nicer. This is nice, but the rhubarb one is stronger, and the smells lovely. So I can't remember if I actually showed you this protein powder. I might have shown it you earlier in the week, but yeah, as I said in another video, I was just trying to build up my calories per week because I'd lost quite a lot of weight, and so I wanted to find a good way to get a few more calories. And also, obviously, I was going to the gym, and the idea was, you know, to like tone up and stuff and have protein alongside going to the gym. Anyway, this was recommended to me because it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's FODMAP, you know, free. It's not got refined sugars in it. It's like, it's one of the best. So I bought two different ones. I bought the nutty peanut butter super protein And where's the other one? I have got another one in my cupboard. Oh, here it is, hang on. And I also bought the Blissful brown rice and raw cacao. So I bought a pack that was 2 peanut butter and 1 cacao. The cacao one is kind of like, obviously chocolatey. It's not necessarily to my taste, but this peanut butter one, oh my god, like in a smoothie with bananas and coconut milk, it's lovely. It's great in these pancakes. So I make this recipe, which I'll link in the description box. It's 150 grams of free from plain white flour, and I do about 80 grams. I mean, it's really approximate, but 80 to 90 grams of the flour, which at the moment I'm using the Asda free from. Well, you've got a bowl. And then the rest I make up with the peanut butter protein powder. And then I just make the recipe the same. It tends to be a little bit thicker. And then all I do is just add a little bit more milk. I'm using just Aldi's almond one, which I don't really like in tea. But it's cheap, and I buy it for making in recipes, because actually in things like sauces and baking and pancakes and stuff, it's fine. And then I save my more expensive Alpro for putting in my tea. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. It smells amazing, this peanut butter one. I'll put a link in the description box to, it's called That Protein. It's not necessarily that cheap, but then protein powder isn't generally. And yeah, so far I like it. I don't have it every single day, but it's quite helpful to just put it in things like this, like pancakes, and then you have a little bit, you know, as part of your breakfast. You don't really notice that you're having it. Just started chopping the banana, and he's literally put down the bowl. He loves banana. No. Sit. Oh, it's gone already. Is that nice? I always put my pancake batter into a jug. It's just much easier to then, rather than doing the whole ladle. And then I pour in 2 little discs of batter. And then once it's in there, press some banana in there. Okay, they might not look that attractive, but they do taste amazing. And then on top of them, I'm going to put this maple syrup. Oh my god, those pancakes were so good. Excuse me, they were better than when I had them the other day. Sorry, I'm watching Indiana Jones, but I just thought I would come on and say, yeah, well, I'm going to make those every day, I think. I really like bananas, and I really like peanut butter, but I do also like a lot of maple syrup on there. But yeah, I'm going to watch this film for a little bit, and then I think after the film, I think I will do a little bit of baking. So that will probably be the last little bit of this vlog. We'll do some baking together. You can see my terrible baking skills. And then I'll have to get this bad boy edited so you guys can all watch it. Yeah, I fell asleep. Fell asleep at the end, towards the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Whoops. So it's now 2:30. So I've missed lunch. But hey, it's Saturday. I'm trying my hardest to let myself just chill out and not feel guilty. So, but one thing I do need to do, I'm just having an iced coffee just to kind of wake up a bit. Gus is desperate to go out and play, so I'm going to go and play with him on the field. I reckon tomorrow is going to be my last day of just playing with Gus out on the field. I think from Monday I'm going to start taking him back to where I used to, but I never used to encounter anybody where I used to throw the ball for him anyway, so I think that will be fine. But he's getting bored of just the back garden. But yeah, so I'm going to go and do that now. Then I'm going to show you something that arrived, which is just lovely, but he's really desperate to play, so yeah, I better go and do that first. So I decided, instead of just sitting like I normally do and throwing the ball for Gus, that I should get some exercise. So I'm walking around the length of this garden bit to try and get my legs moving a bit. It's quite cold today, but I'm clutching my iced coffee. But I think that's better than just sitting. Gus is like following me around. But yeah, I'm not going to run. That would be ridiculous. So, oh hello. Yes, so I said that I would show you some things that arrived. So basically, I placed a couple of orders. Oh no, I placed an order, sorry, from Hobbycraft, and for some reason they had my old address. Don't know why, don't know what's going on. And also, I was sent a surprise from Annie Sloan, the paint company, and they also used my old address. Now, if you watch my moving vlog, like back last year, you'll know that the people that bought my house were lovely, and despite like a few issues throughout the house sale process, mostly that was down to estate agents and solicitors actually making a pig's ear of it all. Anyway, the lady who bought my house, she follows me on Instagram, and she's so sweet. Anyway, she offered to drop round said parcel to me that had been mistakenly delivered, well, 2 parcels. And she was like, is there anything else that you need? She obviously knows that I can't go out. I was like, well, I mean, because she said she's going to a pharmacy. I was like, well, if you can get hold of paracetamol, but I'll be surprised. Anyway, she's only come, dropped it off on my front door and then rang me. We've not actually seen each other. But she rang me and she said, they're on your doorstep. She got me paracetamol, a big box of them from the pharmacy. Apparently, they had these boxes of 36, so that's brilliant. That'll help, like, bring down my temperature and stuff like that, which is, I think is pretty gone anyway. But bless her heart, she said, I've also left you something to cheer you up. She bought me flowers. I mean, honestly, how bloody sweet is that? I'm literally, what an absolute sweetheart. And I offered her money for the tablets and stuff, and she was not having any of it. She's very, very, very nice person. And yeah, as I said before, I'm actually really glad that they ended up in my house. The house, not my house anymore, the house. I'm really pleased for them because yeah, she's a really, really sweet woman. So that was nice, wasn't it? I changed my mind about what I was going to bake. I was going to bake a carrot cake with pineapple in it. I've got a tin of pineapple and I had loads of carrots. Then I was like, oh, do I do a banana cake? But essentially I've decided not to do that because 2 reasons. One, that carrot and red pepper soup that I made was so good that I'm gonna make it again, and I don't want to use all my carrots up in a cake. And soup is a much better thing. It's obviously, that'll feed me for lunch and stuff like that. My fridge is limited now. It is getting a bit limited. And obviously I'm hoping that next week I can do my 1 weekly shop that you're allowed to do, or whatever it is. So I'll be able to get some more, but I just thought better safe than sorry. And the same with the bananas. The bananas are good for pancakes, they're good for eating to fill me up, so I don't want to necessarily put them in a cake. So what I am making instead is a bit of an experiment, I will be honest. So you might have seen this on my Instagram stories. This is my mini cupcake maker, which makes, well, exactly what the name says. It makes mini cupcakes. So I want to try an experiment. I have made a normal vanilla cupcake batter, and I'm going to try putting a spoonful in the cupcake maker, then adding a little teaspoon of this blackcurrant jam, and then putting another spoonful of batter on top to kind of make little cupcake bites that have got jam inside. That's what I'm going to try. I might also try it with, I know I'm not supposed to have dairy, but I might put, yes, I have a personalised Nutella jar. I might try a little spoonful of Nutella in there. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an experiment. So the cupcake maker is heated up. I think I might need to put a little bit of oil in there. But yeah, let's give this a go and see if it works out. I'm just going to brush the inside with oil with my... This is another gadget that was going to be in my gadget video. Let me know if you want that gadget video, because at this rate I've shown you them all. Let's give this a go, see what happens. This could be a disaster, but you never know these things unless you try them. Yeah, and then I'm going to make a little, put too much in there. It's like, can I make a little well or something? And then, yeah, put some jam in there. Hey, I'm like Heston Blumenthal, aren't I? Not really. Ooh, it smells so nice. Okay, so batch number 1 is a failure. They were very, very hard to get out of the cupcake maker. And I think it's because my blob of stuff is too near the bottom. So I think I need to put more mix in and then put my blob of stuff in. I tell you what though, they taste blooming nice. They'll all get eaten. But I'm just letting the cupcake maker cool down. Okay, I think we can accept the fact that Debs's Bang on Bakes experiment is a failure. I got 2 that came out without all the bottom collapsing. I think the jam's just too heavy. I think the laws of baking and physics and all of that stuff, it's not destined to work. So I'm going to cook the last of the cupcake mixture. I've chopped up some dairy-free chocolate buttons. I'm going to make little chocolate chip cupcakes because the batter is gorgeous. It's so light and lovely. And I'm going to eat all of these. They just don't look very attractive, but they taste nice. So yeah. Well, on that failed baking attempt note, I'm going to end the vlog there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed spending these few days with me. Having a nosy at what I'm eating. I think what I'm eating this week is a little bit different to usual because my fridge isn't stocked the way it would normally be stocked. But hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to have tomorrow off, Sunday, but I am thinking about vlogging again next week, Monday to Saturday. Hopefully a slightly more active week. I'm going to try and have a Zoom working session with Katie, and my yoga mat arrived. I'm gonna try and do a bit of exercise every day. So let me know in the comments if you would like another isolation at home with Debs kind of vlog next week from Monday to Saturday. But I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're all okay and keeping safe and well. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And that's it. Goodbye. See you soon. Bye.